Hello everyone! We're back with my final installment of Turtles Month. And I hope you guys have really been enjoying this one. I've had a lot of fun ranking these, even though they've been ranked in a specific order. Anyhow, it's back to go with Donatello. I wonder who my favorite Donatello voice is. Sure makes you wonder, doesn't it? Well, let's get this list started and let's start ranking it. From the worst Donatello voice to the best, with no obviousness to it. Let's hit it. Cowabunga, fucking rank Donatello, go!
Leo! Oh my gosh, this is amazing! Leo. Okay, you're not gonna believe this.
Yeah, who's not surprised to see Jeremy Howard at the worst of the worst Donatellos? And why? Why is he so low at the list? What do they do? What does he do that is so wrong that's even worse than the next mutation, Donnie? Oh god, he's just fucking annoying. He's really fucking annoying as shit. And here's the thing. The Bay Turtles have absolutely no subtlety to them, except for Raphael. He's the only good turtle out of the Bay Turtles group. Donatello, I believe, was possibly butchered the worst. And seeing your favorite turtle completely fucking butchered is like an insult to humanity right there. I mean, it's disgusting to see your favorite turtle butchered completely. And it's nothing against the actor himself. I'm sure he did with what he was given by the director, but we all know what Michael Bay movies are. It's a reason for Megan Fox to show off her physique all the fucking time. Oh, I'm Megan Fox. I'm hot, and I've got this physique. Let me show some skin off. Oh, God. Anyhow, the portrayal of Donatello in this is just way too over the top. Subtlety? What the fuck is that? Make him a nerd. Give him thick rimmed glasses. Make him all fucking nerdy-ish and not able to stop being nerdy. Yes, we know Donatello's personality is that he is a nerd, but there's some subtlety to it. This Donatello just flat out sucks. And I've got to say it, his voice is annoying as shit here. And I'm sure I've seen the actor in other things. It's nothing terrible, but God, his voice is fucking annoying. Leo! What the hell, man? I tried my best to try to like this Donatello version, but I just couldn't, and I'm sorry. That's just how it is. It fucking sucks. And that's all there is to it. This is by far the very worst Donatello that I've seen. Let's go on to the next one.
Hey, a girl turtle?
Next, Jason Gray Stafford from the next mutation. Where do I begin on this one? Though not as annoying as Jeremy Howard's Donatello, this one, I thought Donatello was supposed to be the smart one, not the most smart one out of a group of idiots. The next mutation is just brutal character assassination for all the turtles. The only smart turtle it seems to be is Venus, and that's sad. And I guess it's some form of girl power or some shit. I don't know what they were writing with here, but Jason's performance here just does not sell it as Donatello for me. And I love this dude. He was Ocean Dub Raditz, for God's sake. I love this guy's voice acting. But as Donatello, he fails miserably. And I mean really fucking miserably. I could go on and on about how stupid they make Donnie here and etc. But I honestly can't. I really just hate watching this. And I subjected myself to this rewatching it so I can make this damn video. Do you know how much brain cells I lost watching this stupid fucking Next Mutation show? I lost a lot. And there is no saving grace to this show. At least the Bay Turtles had fucking Raphael as a saving grace. This one does not have anything out of the saving grace of this. It's, oh god. It's like it's trying to capture the magic of Feldman's performance and the magic of the cartoon, but some horrible science experiment came out terribly wrong. And that's all I'm going to say. No subtlety, and a complete middle finger to the character. Yeah, they make Donnie stupid as fuck here. Let's go on to the next one.
Of my life, relishing chuckle.
Let's be friends forever!
Josh Breener is next from Rise of the Ninja Turtles, and for once, I actually kind of like this version of Donatello. It's not as good as I'd like. They kind of make him a little too whiny, but you know, I keep ranking the Rise of the Ninja Turtles as like the third worst spot. There's like a trend going on here, but yeah, they kind of kept some of his characteristics of being smart, and they kind of just ran with that. He's a nerd. That's the joke. Ha ha ha. I know, it sounds like I'm constantly bitching about the Rise of the Ninja Turtles, and honestly, I don't think the show is that bad. But honestly, it changed so much personality with the Turtles that it just doesn't feel right to me. Something about it feels really wrong and off, and I just don't know what it is. It might be the art style or the Turtles' characteristics in general. It's just not for me. I didn't care for Ben Schwartz as Leonardo or Omar as Raphael. I just really don't care for anyone in this damn show. The character change is really drastic, and I can understand why they did it. They wanted to put something new in the Turtles formula, but to me, going way above the formula just does not work. It doesn't fit. And yeah, this is my last rant complaint about Rise of the Ninja Turtle. I fucking hate it. Okay? I don't like these drawing art styles, and I don't really care much for the characters, but the Donatello here isn't that bad. They stick to some of the characters' roots and characteristics, like I said, but still, it's just not as good as I would like to have hoped. Let's go on to the next one.
In our home dimension, we'll need to build some kind of trans-dimensional portal stick to get there. A gateway into other dimensions. But
next is Tony Celerino from Turtles Forever, the 87 Donnie version. You know what? This one's not that bad, actually. Again, unlike though the Raphael version, this one kind of trails off, but it does stick with Donatello's personality a little bit, his actual personality, and it sounds very similar to Barry Gordon's portrayal of Donatello. But yet again, like I keep saying with all the Turtles Forever cast that was supposed to play the 87 version, because it's an imitation, it doesn't feel like the real fucking thing. It's not doing it on your own. Like, Leonardo's is the worst because it was just basically Yugi Muto playing Leonardo. That's it. This Donatello actually has a little bit of personality to him, but he doesn't stick with the original 87's like ability. And to me, that's painful. I don't really understand what the deal was with not getting the 87 original voice actors to come back to this reunion, but as bad as this Turtles Forever thing was, I'm kind of glad they didn't, because they did butcher the characters a lot in this. And yeah, the 87 Turtles really got fucking shafted. Now, I do know it's because of union laws or something, but it doesn't really make much sense to me why they did not have him come back at all. Anyway, like I said, it's on this list at this point because it's an imitation. Even though it's a good, decent imitation, that's still what it is. It's just that. It's not terrible, it's not great, it's just meh. And that's pretty much what this one is.
You overgrown, ugly excuse for a turtle!
Next is Adam Carl from The Secret of the Ooze. Now, I bitched about Raph's voice change in Secret of the Ooze and Turtles 3, which is strange. Anyhow, the reason Adam Carolla is portraying Donatello here and not Corey Feldman is because, one, I believe Feldman was in rehab at the time when they were filming this, and two, on a personal note, he told me he is not a Vanilla Ice fan and didn't want to be in the film because he does not like Vanilla Ice. Which I don't blame him. I don't like Vanilla Ice either, so screw that shit. Anyhow, Adam Carolla is actually kind of did his own thing. And I respect him for that. He didn't go out and full-fledged imitate Corey Feldman. He kind of reminds me more of Barry Gordon's portrayal a lot. But it's got a likability to it that isn't terrible. I really like his performance here. He definitely captures more of the nerd essence, and in Turtles 2, they really put the dorky nerd thing at its limits here, and I'm serious. Ninja Turtles 1 has a lot of subtlety for Donatello. Ninja Turtles 2 makes him a full-out science nerd, which I don't mind it as much, but I kind of do miss Feldman, and I would have liked to have heard him play this role or dub over this role, but Adam Carolla did a pretty good job. He has a really good likability to him, and I honestly really respect it. He didn't go out and just imitate Feldman, and that's points for me. Honestly, I like Ninja Turtles 2. Even though I'm not a Vanilla Ice fan, I really enjoy this movie. And he does capture Donatello in his own unique way, so I really don't have all that bad to say. Turtles 2 kind of sucks, but in the eyes of a child, it's a pretty decent film. And honestly, I didn't notice the voice change until I was an adult, so he did something right. Let's move on to the next one.
Sir, did you turn the computer on? Have you plugged it in? Yeah, that would help. No, I'm not playing hard to get. I'm...
Next is Mitchell Whitfield, and I really like this guy as an actor, and it's a shame he's so underrated. I loved him in My Cousin Vinny, where he plays Ralph Macchio's best friend. However, he does do his own spin on Donatello. He could have went the route and imitated either Adam Carolla, Barry Gordon, hell, or Sam Riegel or anyone, but he did his own spin, and he made Donnie kind of funny. I really like his spin on the character too. The 07 Turtles is very sadly underrated, and I don't ever hear a lot of people talk about it besides me, obviously. But honestly, I love it. The animation and stuff is unique, and I really like Donatello in this movie particularly. He kind of captures the nerd thing, but it's not completely a full-fledged nerding out thing. There's some subtlety to it. He does show that he is the smartest turtle in the room, but still, he's a nerd, and I think the actor captures it really, really well. He's got a likability in his voice that kind of just matches the way the turtle looks. And he did his own thing, so I have a lot of respect for him. Though I will say, he is probably one of the more blander versions of Donatello, but so was Turtles 2. And honestly, 07 had a lot of items crammed into it that you really couldn't get invested in the characters too much. Plus, the art style is a little off too, so I see why a lot of people skip on this one a lot or don't talk about it as much as it should. Me, I went to the theater to see this. I was about 16 and I fell in love with it. And honestly, I think it's a love letter to the 03, to the movies, and to the 87 cartoon even, which was all we had at the time. But still, he's a pretty good Donnie. I really do put him up there. He captures his own little take on him, and I'm just glad it's not an imitation of another actor. Honestly, that's what gets you ranked high on my list. Instead of imitating someone, you do your own spin on it. That wins respect points. Alright, let's move on to the next.
There are 4 of us and 1 of you. What are you gonna do?
Rob Paulson. Wait a minute. Wasn't this guy on my list before? Wait, yes, he was on my list as Raphael. What have they done? Actually, I always thought this was pretty cool that Rob Paulson got to play Donatello in the 2012 Turtles. And nobody really even batted an eye. And the fact that when the crossover came out, Raphael asked Donatello why he talks so weird. Oh, I love meta jokes like that. I mean, I really do. It's just fantastic. Rob captures Donatello as the nerd character again, but then again, he does his own spin on it. And he kind of pays a good tribute to Barry Gordon's version. I wonder why. Maybe because he knows Barry Gordon. That might be why. Anyhow, instead of getting a brand new actor for the job, they actually got an original Ninja Turtles actor. And what's funny, I believe, rumor-wise, he wanted to originally play Donnie in the 87 cartoon, but felt his voice wasn't right for it, and he preferred playing Raphael. Now, many years later, he is playing Donatello again, and he is rocking the role. All I've got to say is he's a great Donnie. He captures the nerd qualities to him very well. He does his own thing, and I really respect him for that. I like his Donnie a lot. I put him up above all these other Donatello actors, and he does a fantastic freaking job. I mean, it's Rob Paulsen. Can you really go wrong here with Rob fucking Paulsen? But do I think he's better than Barry Gordon? Obviously not. I didn't put Barry Gordon below him, but he does his own Donatello, and I highly respect him for that. Let's move on to the next Donnie.
If we can contact the neutrinos, they might have some clue of what Krang's been up to. I've been working on a pan-dimensional portal.
Next is Barry Gordon, the original Donatello. What can I say about Barry's performance other than excellent? I love his version of Donatello. I mean, damn. He captures the whole over-the-top nerd thing perfectly. There's no subtlety in the Ninja Turtles cartoon from the 80s. And Barry pretty much knows that. I love the fourth wall breaks that he does along with Raphael in the original 87 cartoon. It's just a funny role. He knew how to play this character really, really well. And I actually like it a lot. I think he's a better Donatello than Rob Paulsen. Hell, even Rob Paulsen admits he's a better Donatello. He did his own thing with his own voice, and he's the one who started it all. Without him, we would not have any of the Donatellos on this list. But, and there's a reason why he's not ranked the best, there's no subtlety to this version of Donnie at all. They want you to know that he's the nerd. At least they didn't give him thick rimmed glasses and make him look all fucking dorky as shit. They still let him fight, but he's more of the pacifist in this version, which is fine by me. But he's also the saving grace of the show. Constantly, he's the one who saves the Turtles' lives in almost every single episode of the formula. Always doing some kind of technobabble talk, blah, 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 blah. Then he switches some roots around, and then he gives some kind of explanation for it, and that's it. Yeah, they had the formula stuck with Donatello is the actual hero, the actual brains of the entire show. And honestly, yeah, I could see that. He is easily one of my favorite Turtles, and one of my favorite performances. Barry Gordon just kicks a lot of major ass. And that's all I'm going to say. I mean, hell, he was the original Donnie, and even the ones that I'm ranking above him, he even has to pay respect for that. Without Barry Gordon's performance, we would not have the others on this list at all. Let's go on to the next.
My name is Donatello, and as long as I can remember, I've always liked to tinker with stuff. I started building my own toys when I was just a little hatchling.
And of course, the second place goes to Sam Riegel, who plays in the 2003 Ninja Turtles cartoon. What can I say about him? Well, they put subtlety on him for sure. He's still the saving grace, but he's not the hero of the entire show. Each turtle gets their own spin and gets to use their brain in their own unique way in this show. And Sam's version kind of captures that version of the smart guy, but he's also a person that does seek pacifism, but on top of that, he will fight if he fucking has to. He doesn't really seem to like fighting as much as, say, Raphael or Leo or any of the other turtles, but man, he does a knockout performance and he kicks major ass. Easily one of my favorite Donatellos, and I really like his design too. It's not over the top and nerdy, it's a very simple design. I like they kind of design him to be more of a middle built character, you know what I mean? He's not the tallest or the broadest in muscle. He's about an average height, and that kind of works for me. I really like his relationship with Michelangelo in this show, which I know they spun it off from another version. How he insults Mikey all the time and kind of just portrays Mikey as an idiot, but yet Mikey will try to use him for his brains to figure things out. Yet they don't make him an over-the-top genius. Well, at least not until like the Fast Forward sagas and other dimensions and shit like that. But they make him a very by-the-books turtle who uses kind of a code of honor. Sam's performance just kind of echoes a really, really war-torn Donnie who's just really tired of fighting. He doesn't want to fight because he wants to fight because he has to stay hidden amongst the shadows. And honestly, I really respect Sam's performance, and he would be the best, but there is just one more above him.
Guys, I'm not so sure if this is, structurally speaking, such a good time for your, buddies to drop in.
And obviously, you guys probably knew this was coming. The best Donatello is Corey Feldman's Donatello from the 1990 movie of the Ninja Turtles. Why do I like him so much when it doesn't seem like there is that much to his character? Well, I think Feldman's voice does portray Donnie in a way that the others really couldn't. Think of what the movie and the shows are called. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Feldman, at that time, sounded like an actual teenager. And like an actual teenager, he seemed smart, or he may have been the nerdy type, and it was shown very subtly. Look at certain aspects of the character, like when they are playing Trivial Pursuit. He would answer all the questions accordingly, and it would show, even though it would show it very subtly, that he was mechanically good at what he did. He and Casey fixed the truck. On top of all that, he fights, and he actually looks like he enjoys fighting. But they make him more relatable in this version too. He likes to skateboard like a teen, or he likes to eat like a teenager. I mean, it kind of just all worked out perfectly for his character. I have went on before, when it was February, about how much I love this version of Donnie. The look to the character looks about right. I love the way the mask of the turtle is always pondering and thinking ahead. They took that away in parts 2 and 3, which kind of pissed me off, but Feldman's voice kind of just brings an innocence to the character too. A lot of times, it reminds me of his relationship with Mikey, reminds me of me and my brother's relationship when we were teens. Well, my brother was a teen way before me, but what I'm saying, they kind of remind me of each other the more that I watch it. Also, he's a very funny Donnie. He gets some of the funniest lines in the movie. Like, it's a Kodak moment. I always bust up laughing when he is there to break up Raphael and Leo's little moment of brotherly love, where he's just standing there like, it's a Kodak moment. Or one of my favorite lines being, basically, why doesn't somebody tell him we're the good guys? Which is just friggin' hilarious. It's subtle, but it's hilarious. He is subtly like a teenager. It just really works for his character. Now in movies 2 and 3, they kind of override his smart gene. They kind of make him stupid in part 3 for some reason, and I don't know why. But yeah, I have went on and on about how awesome Feldman is as Donatello, and I'm just going to say it. He is the best Donatello. His performance is Bossa Nova. Or Chevy Nova. Excellent! Anyhow, he is worthy of this spot, and that's the end of this list. Well, it's finally over. I finally ranked all 4 voice performances of all the Ninja Turtles, and I'm glad that you guys were there to watch it with me. if you guys want me to do some more content like this, tell me in the comments. And I hope you guys really thoroughly enjoyed Turtle Month. Because I know I did making these videos, and I really appreciate all the views that I got and all the new subscriptions. Anyhow, always remember, I'm listening, and thank you all for watching.
Hello, this is Corey Feldman. Welcome to my studio here in Los Angeles, California, and I just wanted to pop in to say congratulations to Tim. Mr. Tim, I hope everybody's enjoying your videos. He's got some great content, and if you're enjoying his content, make sure you click on that little button right there that says subscribe. Why? Because everything on his channel is Bossa Nova. That's right. Congratulations on your channel, Mr. Tim. I'll be following you, and I know everybody else will too.
Pizza power!